My name is Ana Karen, and um, I'm gonna talk about the CPR. The CPR, okay. The CPR, it's is a thing that people do when a disease is reflected of the heart, like the heart disease that makes your heart stop. The CPR is used to keep a person alive and and to okay. What is the CPR? Is cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It's an emergency procedure that can help to save a person's lives if their breathing unhurt or heart stops. When a person's heart stops beating, they are in cardiac arrest. During cardiac arrest, the heart cannot pump blood on the rest of the body, including the brain and lungs. Causes of heart disease. The CPR is a way to save the life. The disease that can cause you a heart disease that make you fall, make you die are smoking, obesity, diabetes, and genetics. By genetics, you can have a heart disease by genetic of your father or your mother. This is the step-by-step of the CPR. Should call 911, check for breathing, place your hands at the center of your chest, push hard and fast about twice per second. If you had training, repeat cycles of 30 chest pushes and 2 rescue breaths. Thank you. Hello. Hi, everybody. My name is Ana Karen, and I'm going to talk about the CPR. The CPR is very important to save a life person, and all the people should know about it and how is to make the basic CPR. This maneuver is used to say it's a method of salvation for people who have their hearts stopped. And the heart can be stopped by many factors that the person can have forward. And I'm gonna talk about it in the next slide. About the disease, well, like I said before, this can be caused. The stop of the heart can be caused by a different disease, and it's not like the person dropped dead like for any reason. There are diseases that can be chronic, that they can buy like a long time ago, and they are not be treated since they get worse. And these are the types of disease. These are the causes of heart disease. These are the more common ones that are in the world. The smoking is one of the many ones, but it's the last one. The second more in the well, what is the CPR? Cardiopulmonary resuscitation is an emergency procedure that can help save a person's life in their breathing or heart stops. When a person's heart stops beating, they are in cardiac arrest. During cardiac arrest, the heart cannot be pumped to the rest of the body, including the brain and the lungs. When the blood can be pumped up to the lungs, to the heart, that cannot be the system that cleans the blood, that the oxygenated blood, that the person is not breathing. Like the cardiac system is not like the blood, like we breathe air. Like it's a chain that is made in the blood. The blood in the veins, they have to be oxygen, and then they go to the lungs. When that doesn't happen, the consequence is the stop of the heart, and that's when you have to do the CPR. Hello, everybody. My name is Ana Karen Garcia Dueñas, and today I'm going to talk about the importance of the CPR. Like, what is the CPR? Let's talk about it first. The CPR is a cardiopulmonary resuscitation. It's an emergency procedure that can help save a person's life in their breathing or heart stops. When a person's heart stops beating, they are in cardiac arrest. During cardiac arrest, the heart cannot be pump blood to the rest of the body, including the brain and the lungs. Like you know before, there's a cardiac system that made the exchange of oxygen to the veins and the arteries. That's what makes us breathe. Like we don't breathe air like that. Like our system needs blood that has oxygen on it, and that happens in the heart. Like when our heart is not working very well, the blood is not oxygen, and that makes us not to breathe. And in order of that, when we don't breathe, that's when the heart stops. They cannot pump blood. So the maneuver that we use, of the method of salvation that we use, is the CPR. Okay, and what are the causes that made our heart can pump blood? Well, there are 4 types of disease that are very common around the world that made the heart stop. We are gonna talk about it, about the disease. Right now, I'm gonna show you the 4 important ones. We're gonna talk about the most important onto the less one. All are important, but there are ones more common around the world that by segregation of the people that is sick is more common. The first one is the diabetes. Like we know, the diabetes is one of the 2 sickness in the world that are killing the most of people. And the second one, the one and the number 2 are the obesity. Like you know, they are hand to hand, because if you have obesity, in order of that you can have diabetes. But these 2 are connected to the genetics. If you have like a past of in the family that has a sickness of diabetes or obesity, more like diabetes, you're more exposed to have these two kind of disease, because by genetics you can have obesity by the complexion of the body, and in order of that you can have diabetes by the obesity. Okay, the less common one is smoking, because like you know, like if I'm not wrong, like 40% of the world have smoke in their lives, and like 20% of them are smokers, that they smoke like 24 cigarettes each week. So when you smoke, you are more exposed to have pulmonary cancer, and of that you can have a heart disease. It's all connected. So these 4 are the major one. If you have like a point of alert in one of those, you should check with the doctor, because you can have your heart stops, and in order of that you're gonna need CPR. Thank you so much and have a great day.